trim off. We need to get the boot off, get the badges off, the stickers off, and the doors, so we can get all the door shuts sprayed up correctly. So now time to get the tailgate off, but first of all, to get to these hinges, they seem to be hidden underneath this bit of interior trim here, so just going to have to take that out first. Right, so I've just got 4H6 Allen key bolts here, and then we can get this glass tailgate off, ready for spraying. Right, now me and my dad are just going to lift this bonnet off. 3, 2, 1. I mean, tailgate. Right, this way. Ooh, careful. Quite heavy this, isn't it? It is indeed. Right, so just got Dad there with the pre-paint, just getting all the dust and general grease off the car. Now I've put this car on axle stands, just thought it'd be easier then so I can mask off all the arches. So obviously I've redone all the suspension, we've got poly bushes all in there, it's all nice and clean. I do not want overspray going there, so we're going to mask all that off just to protect all this plastic sort of trim in there. And then at the back, this wheel arch has got quite a little bit of work because it's quite warped, so we tried to straighten it out as best we can, pull it out with a sort of like bit of a welding rig that we worked out. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I'm going to mask it off just under here and then let a little bit of overspray sort of go in there and obviously cover up the rear suspension there. But I say overall, I mean this car's only been in the garage since November, I think it was, and I managed to get all the suspension done. So as I say, I need to get all the paintwork now done, and then it'll just be a case of doing the cam belt and water pump. But yeah, hopefully hoping to get it sprayed up tomorrow, and hopefully it's nice and gleaming. Here's the damage to the rear wing halfway through pulling out the dent. At the time I wasn't filming anything for YouTube, this was just a clip that I sent to my dad, as I say, halfway through pulling it out, so it's not perfect, and I did get it quite a bit better than this, but I just thought I'd include it within the video to share with you all. Oh, but yeah, obviously now there'll be a few time lapses of us just masking off various little bits around the car. Right, sorry about losing the time lapse, but it was getting a little bit late last night, so we had to call it a night. Now Dad's been here this morning working very hard. He's got the windscreen masked off, the sunroof hole masked off, all the rest of the doors, and yeah, that should be us ready to spray very shortly. Now with this car, we are just masking up the windows and windscreen. We aren't going to take them out now. We took them out on the MG BGT, we did, but with this, you know, it's not a 40 grand Jaguar E-Type, is it, at the end of the day? It's a nice usable classic Porsche 944. So yeah, anyway, let's get the paint mixed up and get it on. One of the most important things about getting a good finish on the car is using a good panel, bit of panel wipe. This helps to stop all like orange peel and stuff on the car. It's also important to use gloves. The transfer of grease from your hand again can react with the paint and cause little bits of problems like orange peel. Here I'm mixing up the primer, 3 parts paint, 1 part hardener and 20% 2K fast thinners. I then strain it into the gun to make sure there's no contaminants in the paint. Following this, we're ready to lay down the first coats of primer. back. We're here back at the garage 3 days after we laid the primer down. We laid the primer down on the Saturday, it's now the Tuesday, 3 days later. We're going to have a good look around the car tonight, have a look at all the floors. All the floors in it will need a dressing, a little bit of sanding, and then it's basically ready for top coat. But first we're going to take a good look at the back arch, which was the only really bad panel on this car. There was no rust on any of the sills or any of the wings or anywhere. There was just a bit of damage on the back arch where the last owner, it was hit by a bin wagon just as he brought the car. So yeah, following that, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. We won't really know how good of a repair I've done up until, you know, we get the top coat on, really. But I mean, you can see the lines back in there. There's lines looking all right there. But anyway, yeah, overall, it's not too bad. I mean, there's a few little imperfections here and there, but that's probably more from me painting it in the garage and dust settling on the car as we painted it. It's going to need a little bit more rubbing here on the front bumper. I don't know if you can see that on camera. There's a few little dimples there that need rubbing out with the 600 grit sandpaper. This side, I'm completely happy with it. There's not really any marks that are standing out to me, really. Yeah, this arch is all good. No crash damage there or anything. We still need to sort out the bumpers as well. Anyway. So yeah, I got the Alpine white Porsche paint there, just going in the gun, being strained through a straining cloth. Yeah, so the car's all panel wiped down now again properly. Yeah, just need to get the paint on it now. Porsche Alpine white. So yeah, this is back at the garage the next day. Quite a bit of orange peel, but yeah, not too bad. I've watched back some of the videos from yesterday. I've noticed that you can see on our top coat gun, the paint's flashing slightly. So I've had a good look over the gun that's stripped down over there, and I can't really see what's wrong with it. So it might be time to invest in a new gun before we spray the stag. But I mean, yeah, I mean, this is the panel that had the crash damage on it. And yeah, if you look down it, I mean, you can't really see that great with the light here at the minute, but overall not too bad. We'll see a lot better once it's polished up and whatnot. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.